tired. I'm sick. I'm not really sure what I have. Between a cold and a flu, like my chest is starting to burn now. Last night, the drywallers came and they took all of the wood paneling off. I took a couple wood pieces off myself. It didn't take that long, maybe like 3 hours to get everything out. I left last night. I'm coming back with materials. They needed some 2x4s, the drywall corner pieces, a bunch of like thin set and stuff. So all that ran about $200, $230 I think. Drywall itself cost about $800. So I'm about $1,000 in on drywall plus labor. Need to make it back in time to drop off some of the materials. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to work today because I am not feeling 100. I low-key just want to keep on sleeping, but we'll see. Alright, y'all, so it ends up so now I gotta quarantine while they're at my house.
I took this time to rest, catch up on shows, hang out with these guys, and pass one of my last real estate classes. The drywallers let me know about this huge leak coming from the upstairs shower. $900 later, it was fixed, but also something I wasn't expecting.
I am driving a Home Depot truck. So they have this program called Load and Go. Driving this truck from the Home Depot, they charge $20 for the first 70 minutes of renting this truck. And then after that, they charge you for the time. They don't charge you for the mileage. You just have to fill it up to where you got it. I'm gonna have to fill it up to half a tank. I had no idea they did this. I was gonna load up these 2 pallets. If you can see, I was gonna load that into my little Prius and take a couple trips. Now I know that you can rent this truck. I can drive up to go drop it off and then come back the same day. Home Depot is amazing, and probably Lowe's also does this, but they price matched me today. But I was able to do this because I went to the website and I saw that the more you buy, you get a discount. I saw that they have these 2 different prices. They have the price, which is if you're buying a couple cases. And then they have the price that is if you're buying the pallets. I ended up ordering 2 pallets. I was able to get a refund of like close to $400. When I was looking at flooring, I specifically picked the cheapest option of the most expensive type of flooring. Luxury vinyl plank flooring, 100% waterproof. If I'm gonna be in Big Bear and people are gonna be walking through the house after having been in the snow right outside or it raining, I wanna make sure my floors are able to withstand that.
If you're wondering what I'm doing, here I am conquering my fear of heights, trying to patch up all of the woodpecker holes before priming and painting the rest of the house. Like I said before, winter is coming and now I'm super behind after quarantining. We needed more materials, so here we are leaving Home Depot once again. Normally Anubis sleeps right behind me, but this time he decided to sleep on top of the materials. This is our view going up the mountain after our very first snow this season. It's not much, but hey, at least we got started. At this point, the drywallers have gone home for the weekend, and it's time to walk through to see the amazing work they've done. As you can see, the white drywall makes a huge difference when you compare this to the befores. It feels way more spacious than before. I use these wood doors as guardrails to keep Anubis from popping his head through. The nights are getting colder and the loft is a lot warmer, so Anubis and I decided to bunk here. Alright, now let's head downstairs to see more of the progress. If you remember these steps, they look way different already. At this point is where I was already getting super excited and a little teary-eyed just seeing how different this place looked already. It was so nice to appreciate all of the light flooding in. This place is still a mess with all of these materials still laying around. As you may or may not remember, I also have no kitchen. I may not have had a kitchen, but I was still cooking at home to save money. I've learned you can't curse what you, because you could either spend time wishing for what you don't have, or look at the opportunity what you do have can offer and create something. So I boiled some water for my oatmeal and chopped up an apple, threw it in with some peanut butter and cinnamon, and I was ready to get my day started. My main focus today is trying to prime as much as I can and see how far I can get. So at this point I started using one of those extensions for the paint roller that really helped. Having this extension made it way easier for me to reach those high areas instead of getting on a ladder. I then ran out of primer and decided to hit up Lamps Plus in the meantime to pick out some lamps.
Just finished the last bucket of primer that I have to paint the outside. Go pick up 2 more 1-gallon buckets of primer so that I can finish priming the doors, priming the outside, and also I forgot about the shed. I almost forgot also the railing is gonna need to be primed, and I still have a couple beams. Maybe I need 3 buckets. Guys are gonna come back this week. They're also gonna add some new electrical connections so that I don't have to get these lamps that have these really large cables. I'm gonna make the trim of the house just a very true black. And it's interesting how many different whites there are and how many different blacks there are. Some look a little bit more green, blue, yellow. It's just very interesting. We just made it. As if I have a team. I just made it to Lamps Plus. This is my first time going to Lamps Plus. And I'm looking for specific types. It says outlet store entrance. Cool. So hopefully they have deals. Some of you know that I like to thrift shop. On the main street, there was this guy that had a yard sale sign. And I remember seeing it a couple weeks back and being like, oh, well, I don't have time to stop. But I think they do it all the time now. So they had a bunch of stuff out there. And I just stopped to see if maybe there was an item or two that they had that I needed. And it ends up they have this. That was on my list of things to get, which is just a firewood holder so I could have it right next to the fireplace. That one is all rusted, but it cost me $2 when the one that I was gonna get would have cost me $50. It looks a little rusty. I'm gonna add some black primer and black paint to it.
This was my first time ever going to Lamps Plus, and lucky for me, I stumbled upon a Lamps Plus outlet.
You guys, I am shocked right now. I've never been in a store that mostly only sells lamps. I'm for sure gonna find what I need here. Also sell furniture, and I think this is so cute for a dining chair. If I just have like 6 of these. It's kind of funny that I've been looking like a total mess, but as long as I have my eyebrows done, I feel fine. But look at my freaking pants. People must look at me and they're like, this girl, but whatever.
They had a designated section for every single type of lamp.
I'm that person that shows up with a ruler to make sure that this is the right size. That is me.
We had our first big snowstorm, and this is me driving up the mountain right after. Now at this point, we're only driving 25 miles an hour, and believe me when I tell you that this video does not capture the beauty of it all. It just doesn't do it justice. If you notice, these trees are literally covered in snow, and it is the most beautiful view that I had ever seen during my drive. This is just driving down my block. It's my first time seeing it like this, just covered in snow. And here we are starting another day at Home Depot.
Anubis is on the other side of this plywood. I'm pretty sure he's very upset that I have isolated him to the other side of the car. I'm very happy with the way that the drywall looks at this point. Delivered tomorrow. I want to call IKEA to ensure that it is going to be delivered tomorrow. But I am so excited. A lot of work that needs to happen. It feels like it's very close though. The mattresses are coming this week. The bed that I wanted from IKEA, which is this black and gold bed that's so beautiful, is no longer in stock. I mean, that's what happens when you wait and there are these shipping delays.
This is Anubis's first time in the snow, and of course he decided to eat it.
Hello, y'all. So today, the weather was pretty nice, so I painted outside. Well, I didn't even paint. I've been adding primer, which is like the gray color, to the outside. I was able to add it to some more beams. The only thing that is really delaying me when I'm adding the primer is the fact that I have to clean the surface, and then in some cases if it's peeling, then I have to sand it, clean it again, and then prime it. So it's taking a while to get through the primer. Today is Sunday. I have until Thursday to finish painting the house. I'm gonna have to use every single day to finish. I just got the IKEA kitchen delivered. Whenever you get an IKEA kitchen, you have 48 hours, so 2 days, to inspect what they sent you and make sure that nothing is damaged. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go through every single piece and make sure that none of it is damaged. So I ordered a gray green, and I was surprised when I saw this color. This is the color it's supposed to be. Oh, it looks like they added a layer, and that plastic lining makes it look a different color.
I quickly began the process of going through every single piece. It might sound tedious, but since I paid $3,000 for this kitchen, I'd rather make sure that I got everything I needed and that nothing is cracked. I hate to say that some of these delivery people were not that gentle, so I just had to double check.
So I was hoping to at least get some painting done in the morning. Wanted to finish that window. But it's been raining all day. So yeah, no painting for me today. But some of the lights have been changed today. The lights and also the little light switches, which is huge progress. This beautiful one up there. So if you remember, I had a hanging light, but it was hanging from that little hook right there. All right, and I decided I don't want it to hang. I just want it to be on the wall, and I think it looks so cute. The close-up shot of this beautiful sconce. All right, so that is gonna be our only source of light for now, because I don't have light bulbs. I put this light here in the hallway. It's beautiful. I didn't put it. One of the workers did, and he did a great job. So that same light got going over here, and then they changed the outlets. Look at these outlets. They're just black and beautiful. So those outlets were changed. They just look so fancy. Those same lamps. So I loved these lamps when I saw them, so I just had to get multiple, and they were only like 30 bucks. I wanted to make sure to include some of these beautiful USB chargers. So normally the USB outlets that you see have this one, this type, which of course we all recognize, the box USB that we normally use. But now if you notice, a lot of your phones are going to be switching to this USB port, which is new. So I made sure to pay a little extra and buy the one that had both, in case people have already upgraded their new phones and they're all using this, or if some other people are still using this, they can still have access to it. The thing, we added the USB ones here, and then the rest are black outlets, right? And then they painted the walls already. So they primed and painted yesterday, and voila. I will spend the first couple weeks of January cleaning, so I want to make sure that I deep clean everything. We're gonna have to replace the windows soon, because some of these windows are so old they don't lock themselves, and I can't be renting it out on weekends with these things as locks. And then also paint the doors, possibly. I kind of like the look of the wood doors, but if not, I will be painting them black like this.
And that wraps up the crazy month of December. So much progress, but also so many setbacks. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share with a friend.